You know what drives me nuts with a clean AV install? It's not the code, not the wiring plan. It's the ugly wall wart.
Ah, the classic problem.
You have this perfect, sleek screen on the wall, and then you see this power cable snaking down to an outlet. It just ruins everything.
It's that invisible infrastructure gap, right? You can get a data signal almost anywhere. But power is messy. It usually means calling an electrician.
Exactly. Which is why we're taking a look at the Kramer PSE-1 today. We're pulling our info directly from Kramer Electronics and some pricing from HDTD Supply.
And that name is a mouthful. The single 10G HDBaseT and Ethernet power injector.
It is, but the mission is simple. How does this little box solve that massive headache?
It's all about decoupling where your device goes from where your outlets are.
Okay, so let's get into it. Mechanically, it's a PoE injector. For anyone not familiar, what does injecting power actually mean?
So think of your standard LAN cable. It's carrying your video, your audio, all the data. The PSE-1 sits in your rack, and it literally injects 48 volts of DC power into that very same cable.
So power and data, all on one line.
All in one line. It adds up to about 13 watts of power.
Okay, 13 watts. So we're not powering a huge sound system with this?
No. This is for what they call acceptor devices. Think about those smart wall plates, little receivers behind a TV, small scalers.
The edge devices?
Exactly. The beauty is the PSE-1 is back in the rack, maybe hundreds of feet away, and the thing on the wall just has one cable going into it. It looks clean.
You said hundreds of feet. The specs claim 100 meters, which is, what, over 300 feet?
328 feet, yeah.
That's a long way to push 4K video and power. Physics usually has something to say about that. What's the catch?
There's a big one, and it's right there in the documentation. Yes, it can handle 4K at 60 hertz and power over that full distance,
Right.
but you have to use the right cable. They're very specific. You can't just use a cheap, unshielded Cat6 patch cord you have lying around.
Crosstalk, I'm guessing. And resistance?
Both. Kramer specifies you need shielded BCDG Cat623 cable or something equivalent. If you don't, that range is going to drop fast. You'll get video dropouts.
That is a critical point for any installer. You buy the premium box, you have to budget for the premium cable to go with it.
It's a system, not just
Right.
a component. But if you do it right, you get full, uncompressed HDMI and HDCP support. It's not cheating the video to make room for the power.
Let's talk about the box itself. It's part of their Digit Tools line. I'm looking at the size here. It's tiny, less than 2.5 inches wide.
It is. And it's fanless. The whole aluminum case is the heatsink.
Which is huge if this thing is in a conference room credenza instead of a loud server closet.
You don't want a fan whirring away in the middle of a meeting.
Yeah.
And they're designed to be dense. You can get an optional adapter and rack mount 3 of them side by side in just a one-use space.
Okay, so let's talk value. The price is around $212 right now. For a professional, that's not cheap, but it's not crazy. What are you getting for that money?
You're getting reliability. And the warranty proves it. It's a 7-year parts and labor warranty.
7 years? That's an eternity in the tech world.
It really is. It tells you they expect this thing to outlive the display it's powering. That $200 stops being a cost and starts being an insurance policy.
An insurance policy against having to roll a truck to a client site in 3 years because some cheap power supply died?
That's the whole value proposition. It's a set it and forget it piece of your core infrastructure.
It really changes how you have to think about utilities, you know? A single Ethernet cable is now power, video, audio, and control.
It basically makes the dedicated power cord obsolete for these low-voltage devices.
So here's the final thought then. If we can do all that through one Ethernet cable now, how long is it until standard wall outlets just become legacy? For everything but, I don't know, your vacuum cleaner.
We might be closer to that future than a lot of people think.
Something to think about. That's all for our deep dive on the Kramer PSE-1. Thanks for listening.